I wanted to talk to you guys today about the 6 places your money needs to go every time you get paid. I personally use this system to make sure I'm on the right track to my own financial freedom and financial success. So, we're going to get straight into it. The first place your money needs to go is into your checking account. And this is going to be the hub of all of your finances. Once the money is into your checking account, you want to automate the 5 other places that I'm going to tell you to send your money. I can't say that I invented this system. I actually got this system from Ramit Sethi's I Will Teach You to Be Rich and from The Automatic Millionaire. Not the exact system, but some of the ideas I've taken from them and I've made them my own. I will put a link to those books down here in the description. So after the money is in your checking account, the second place your money needs to go automatically is into an emergency or rainy day fund. An emergency fund, as I've mentioned in other videos, is a necessity. It's a must. Because if you don't have it and something unexpected happens, let's say a pandemic or you lose your job, whatever it is, this unexpected event could ruin you financially if you have to use a credit card or go into debt because you lost your job and you have to live off of that money. You need to have a certain amount of your money. I usually try and put it around 10% of my salary into an emergency fund automatically, so into a separate savings account. As a bonus tip, I don't just put my emergency fund into a normal savings account at a traditional bank. I put my emergency fund into a high yield savings account. That way, instead of earning pennies in interest, I actually earn dollars in interest, and that's awesome every month. The third place your money needs to go after it's gone into the emergency fund, the third place I would say is to put it into your debt. I'm a strong believer in being debt free, and that's important if you want to become financially free. When I did have debt, I would have a certain percentage of my salary every month automatically going to pay that debt off. So when I was paying it off aggressively, I tried to have about 20 to 25% of my salary automatically. As soon as I got paid, it just went straight to my student loans. And that way, not only are you going to pay off your loans faster because you're paying it aggressively, but also your credit score is going to go up because you're never missing a payment. So this one's kind of twofold, but that's the third place your money goes after your checking emergency fund. You want to pay off your debt. The fourth place your money needs to go, and this is where your head needs to be at, your future self will thank you, is into a retirement account. What's important about the retirement account and why your future self will thank you is the younger you get started, the more money it's going to be in your retirement fund. Let's say you're 25 years old and you invest into your retirement account $400 a month for the next 10 years, and then you stop at 35 years old, you don't put another dollar into that account. And let's say person B, Late Sally, we'll call her, Late Sally doesn't start investing into her retirement account until 35 years old, but she invests for 30 years, all the way up until she's 65 years old and ready to retire. And she puts $400 a month into the account for 30 years. The person who invested early is still going to end up with more money in their account when they're 65 years old than the person who started late. The fourth place your money needs to go is into a retirement account. And I don't put a whole lot of my money here, although I should. I put about 5% of my income into my retirement account. So this is the fifth place your money needs to go. And this is kind of the fun part of this video for me, is you need to start investing. It's really hard to become rich working for every dollar. You need your dollars working for you, working with you, and working while you sleep. It doesn't matter if you prefer stocks, real estate, or businesses to invest in, like actually owning your own physical business. That doesn't matter, but you do need to be invested in putting your money to work for you if you want to be financially free and successful in the future. Down in the description, I've put a link to Robinhood, which is the platform that I use to invest in stocks, but also I do put money into a Betterment account to save up for real estate, and I usually put about 10% of my income every month into an investment portfolio. And as always, starting early is way better than starting late. So if you're watching this video and you're 19 years old, open up an account and start to learn how to invest. And if you don't know where to start, like, should I invest in stocks? Should I invest in index funds or gold or Bitcoin? Down in the description, I have some books that I've read in order to help me on my financial journey. The sixth and final place your money needs to go every month or every pay period is to your expenses. We haven't touched on this yet, but this is where you pay your rent, utilities, food, your gym membership, my Patreon account. All of these things are the last thing that you want to pay. This is what it really means to pay yourself first. You've already invested. You've already secured yourself for the future. You've already secured yourself against any kind of bad things that could happen, let's say losing a job or getting a flat tire. You've done all of that and now you're good, you're strong. Now it's time to pay the things that help you live your life. These expenses, they can come straight out of your checking account, but make sure that you're paying these other things first, putting money into these other buckets before putting money into this bucket. This is also your self-care account. So once you've paid your rent and you've paid your gym membership and you've bought all the groceries for the month, all of the rest of the money that's in that account can go towards things that make you happy. Whether that's getting new clothes or going out for drinks with friends, this is your guilt-free spending money. I appreciate you guys sticking with me throughout this video. I want to give you a little bonus hack. I also take 5% from my expenses account and I set up a separate account and I will put 5% of my money towards charities, vacations, gifts for my niece and for my family and friends around different holidays. So that way it's not an unexpected expense when it does come up and it doesn't feel like such a big purchase. Also, it gives you an abundance mindset, which Tony Robbins talks about a lot in his books. And this mindset makes you feel like I have more than enough, which actually brings you more money in the future because you aren't stingy, which makes people want to give to you even more. You aren't desperate. All of these things attract money to you. So by giving, you actually receive a lot more. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. Let me know if I missed anything down in the comments. I'd love to hear where you put your money. And I want to remind you guys, I'm not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice. I'm just a guy on YouTube who wants to help out and give you some ideas about things that you could do with your money. This is what I do personally. But yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.